Hello everybody, this is your boy Kenneth reporting from the KTookes spot, giving you all a brand new video, and it's a documentary film review, and it's on legendary, I should say living legend, R&B soul singer Dionne Warwick, and it's called Dionne Warwick, Don't Make Me Over. It was 2 hours, and it was released on New Year's Day on CNN. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably trying to figure out, okay, can I catch it again? You'll catch it again, but you know how CNN is, they play it whenever they want to play it. But hopefully you guys will see it, or if you have the app or whatever, and you guys can catch it. But I'm gonna let you guys know you will not be disappointed from watching it because I was very, 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 very impressed. Now y'all know Dionne Warwick. She's the niece of Sissy Houston. You guys know that's Whitney Houston's mother, and you know Whitney Houston being her first cousin. So that way you guys will know, because I know a lot of people kept saying that Dionne Warwick and you know Whitney Houston were you know they're related but not as like cousins or whatever, but they're first cousins, so that way you guys will know. But the way it started off, you got to see a lot of what was going on with Dionne Warwick, you know, through her life. But at the same time, she dealt with she's a legend. I feel like a lot of people don't really give her props, because you know when she worked with Hal David and Burt Bacharach, and she had those classic songs like Don't Make Me Over, which is one of my favorites. And I like how when Sybil did it in '89, I believe, she remade the song and she gave more flavor than what Miss Dionne did. But Miss Dionne, if you're watching this, I love you anyway, regardless of how you sing or not. You did your thing on that song, but Sybil took it to another level on that one and on the song Walk On By. But when you guys see what Miss Dionne, or I say Miss Warwick went through, you guys will have a lot more respect for her, because you know, dealing with stuff going on, you know, because she's from, you know, New Jersey. I think it's East Orange, New Jersey. I could be wrong on that one right there, but or I could be right, but I'm just letting you guys know what I know. But a lot of the stuff was a lot she had to deal through, you know, through segregation, and you know, eating out with places where she, you know, where black folks, or they considered us as color folks, couldn't be at. And Miss Dionne didn't play. She spoke her mind, but at the same time, she stood her ground, and I love that about her. And then you got to see her when she was just really, a lot of times when it came to the music, with Hal David and Burt Bacharach, they wrote songs, because a lot of it deal with personal experiences, and you know, being treated with respect. And that's how Don't Make Me Over got made. And I was like, wow. And then you know, you saw other stuff like when she performed like Walk On By, and you know, other songs like that. And I know one of her biggest records that was like international was called Heartbreaker, which hopefully, I'm sure a lot of you guys probably know. If you don't know, you need to check out Miss Dionne's body of work. And then a lot of people, you probably know, because her records were remade by a lot of people besides Sybil, and you know, the late Luther Vandross. I know he did Anyone Who Had a Heart. And I was like, oh my goodness. But throughout, you got to see like the segregation part when she was dealing with her band, and how she just stood her ground. She didn't want to hear nothing about what you had to say. Don't disrespect her. And a lot of it, from what you see, you're going to be like, wow, like we've come a long way through segregation as black folks. But anybody who's non-black and just minority, we've come through a long way. And Miss Dionne has come through a long way too. So I just want to make sure you guys know that, because I know for her to get success, she had to perform the Ray Charles song What I Say in order to stay. It was someplace she performed at. I can't remember where, but I'm trying to remember everything for you guys so much, because it was 2 hours long. But she did What I Say, and the people said listen to her. She did it, and it came out success, and they didn't care what she performed. And then she started performing Don't Make Me Over, and then people started loving her more. And she was just like, wow. So then when she got notoriety of her music and everything, things started changing in her life. And I know when she got married and everything, she had 2 kids, David and Damon Elliott. That's their last name. And you know, Damon is a producer. He's worked with different people like Destiny's Child and a couple other people. Because I know Damon Elliott has done a lot. And you guys will be surprised to know that. But knowing Miss Dionne, or I should say Miss Warwick, I keep saying that, it shows sign of respect to her. But hopefully you guys will just check out this documentary, because I mean, this documentary really went in a lot. But then you also got to see her when it came to gangster rap, like around, I say like 93, 94, 95. I say like 94, 95 ish. She had a meeting when it came to Snoop, Suge, Tupac, and all of them, and she was letting them know. She invited all the gangster rappers from the West Coast. And what surprised me, she really went in on Snoop, but I mean in a respectful way. And she just didn't like the way how they kept calling, using, the words like bitch, hoe. And she said, okay, since you all here. And I think she said to Snoop, she said, well, you guys call me a bitch. And they were just so flabbergasted. They were like, oh, because they consider her like an auntie. Like, you don't want, when she had the plastic on on the furniture. And then she had candy, like, I don't know if I want to take that. But, I mean, she really let them know. She was telling them, you may have kids. You don't have a daughter. Do you really want your daughter to really be like, Daddy, is this really you? And it really shook me. And I was like, wow, she really let them have it. But she did it in a respectful way where it just intimidated them. But I feel like anybody, if you're going to do, and I know a lot of musicians, if you're going to put something out there, be careful what you put out there, because once you put it out there, you can't take it back. But she did her thing on that, and I had to respect her on that. And I'm glad she has a great relationship with all the rappers and everything now. And Miss Dionne really did a lot, especially with her biggest hit being That's What Friends Are For. And I didn't know this, that all the proceeds of that single went to the AIDS Foundation, for helping them out with AIDS, find a search for it. And she put all her royalties in. That's one of her biggest songs ever. I know Clive Davis, when she was signed to Clive Davis, I think it was Arista Records, he was like, why would you give away your biggest hit? That's probably the only biggest hit you'll ever have. And the money-wise, but she felt like it was needed. And you guys see her at the AMF, like, headquarters and everything. But I feel like that was really nice of her because, she's very giving. But at the same time, you got to see from the documentary that she had to file for bankruptcy, but everybody was making a big deal for her. But I feel like if you're going to put it out there, you put it out there. But I feel like she had the wrong accountants and everything. And hopefully you guys, no matter if you're dealing with the music industry or not, just make sure you have good people around you that will have your back, and make sure that your finances are good. But check your finances personally. That's just my thing. But I had to let you guys know that part right there. But to see Miss Dionne Warwick, still flourishing and everything. And she's put out a great deal of work. And when I mean a great deal of work, she put out a great deal of work. And I feel like when she did I'll Never Find, I think I'll Never Find Love. No, This Way, I'll Never Find Love This Way Again. But you guys know the song I'm talking about. That song, she won, and she made history being the first black to win for the Grammys for the pop category, female vocal. I think it's best female pop vocal performance. I'll Never Find Love This Way Again. And the R&B, she won for both, which was a big time history right there. So we have to give Miss Dionne her props on that right there. And she's won a total of 6 Grammys, so she sold over 100 million records worldwide. But for her just to, do what she has to do and just have the heart that she has, we have to give her flowers, because I feel like at the end of the day, you're not going to really get a lot of legends like that who put in the work like that. You're going to have some that do it and some who just don't want everybody to see all their business. But hopefully you guys will enjoy this, because I know this is just a short synopsis of the documentary that's 2 hours long. I want to give you enough, but I don't want to give you too much, because I know you guys want to see it if you haven't seen it already. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. But overall, great documentary film. Miss Dionne Warwick, if you're watching this, like I said, I love you. And I love your family. And shout out to all of you guys who are watching this, because I really appreciate you guys taking time out to see what I do. Now, like I said, it was released through CNN, but I know it's called CNN Films. that made the documentary film. Just in case you're wondering, and hopefully I helped you guys out and made you want to watch it more. If you haven't seen it already, please go watch it. Now I haven't seen nothing out for for the upcoming week or so for January, but hopefully they'll release it again soon. Or but I'm just letting you guys know. And overall, if you've seen the documentary film, let me know in the comments what do you guys really think about it. Please push the thumbs up button for your boy right here. That way you can share the video of this review and all the above. And if you want to keep up with me, I'm on Twitter and Instagram at KTookes85. The KTookes Spot does have a page on Twitter called at KTookes Spot. Also, you can subscribe. Push the subscribe button down here, and I'll have it in my description box. If you don't want to do all that, you can push the subscribe button, push the thumbs up button, so that way you get VIP access to every time I drop videos. And you can also see some of my previous videos when I first started YouTube up till now. And hopefully you guys enjoy everything. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch your boy. And I don't take you guys for granted. I love you. And this is your boy from the KTookes Spot, Kenneth, right here. Signing off. So I'll see you guys next go around in maybe a few more hours or maybe more. Because I'm going to try and give you guys more stuff that you guys been wanting to see. And you'll see me again soon. So, bye, y'all.